Nick Reiner's private Instagram profile has been revealed as he faces 2 counts of first-degree murder in the stabbing deaths of his parents, Rob Reiner and Michelle Singer Reiner. Page Six has obtained exclusive screenshots from his feed, including 2 never-before-seen pics. The most recent post, dated November 28, 2017, shows Nick, 32, jokingly being choked by an unidentified male with the caption, "Cuban Choke Slam." The location was tagged as Havana, Cuba. In another snap dated April 28, 2017, Nick gives the camera a strained smile while posing on a bench in a black jacket, jeans, and a cowboy hat. Nick's brother Jake, 34, and sister Romy, 28, are still following him on the social media app. One of Nick's former co-workers provided the screen grabs of the Instagram profile to Page Six, and also spoke to us about their time working together on the set of Family Guy in 2014. He was an intern on the show Family Guy for around 3 to 6 months. His father helped him get the gig, the insider shared, noting that Rob would drop him off and pick him up every day. He was coming off rehab, so he was sober. This was part of his path to recovery. His whole identity was being sober. The source told us that Nick would work 4 hours a day, but would spend most of his time shooting the sit with his fellow employees. He did not work hard, and he wasn't a hard worker, the insider alleged. He was 100% entitled. There was really no responsibility for him because we didn't have interns. It was a favor for Rob. The source described Nick as captivating and goofy during his younger years, a contrast to his state of mind leading up to when his parents were murdered. His darkness was his humor. He has a dark sense of humor, the source explained. He was a funny kid. He was charismatic in a dark, introverted way. He was a goofy 20-year-old. The insider told Page Six that Nick would often say act up things, dark things, with a tinge of humor. He was the black sheep. He felt like a fuck-up. He knew that, the source continued. He was self-aware of how his family was doing and how he represented them in a negative space. But none of that felt offensive or scary. Despite liking Nick, the source explained how he wasn't surprised when he heard that he had been arrested on charges of murder. "I am not that shocked. He is a troubled person," our insider admitted. Nick had an era of darkness around him with his addiction issues. When you have addiction and mental health, there is room for emotional murders. "It doesn't seem unfounded," they added. "He was a troubled kid from a young age and had issues. But that's not the Nick I knew." The insider also remembers Rob as the loving, caring father who tried his best to help Nick get on his feet over the years. He really cared about him. When Nick wanted to get into screenwriting, he had him write a script for Being Charlie, they shared.